Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi-Wan? Yeah. You sent me the photograph I didn't have. You sent me the photograph. Hood up, bin on the back firewall. Last 6 digits match. And that last 6 digits is the serial number. Don't give a fuck about the other ones. The last 6 digits is serial number. Okay? It don't look like the same serial number, but it's in the dark, it's shadowed. I'm not gonna fuck with you on that. No. The last 6 digits, you can go up to 9 million vehicles in a production run. Okay? 9,999,99999. Well, that's Teresa's serial number. That's Teresa's vehicle. Wisconsin State Crime Lab. And it's probably the vehicle that on every other salvage yard. Yeah. So, but yeah, we have a green RAV4 taken into custody on the 3rd, and it's in Manawha County Sheriff's Department. We have a blue vehicle over at Wisconsin State Crime Lab. We got 2 different vehicles. The vehicle that Teresa owned, Wisconsin State Crime Lab, Ariana Savage, does not have Teresa's DNA in it, does not have Teresa's fingerprints in it. It's got supposedly Teresa's blood in it. Teresa owned 2 RAV4s. Yes. She owned a green RAV4 that everybody's seen her driving around in, that was down there by on 147 by the dam, taken into custody. That's Teresa's, the one she was driving. Okay, that's over there. But the one that Teresa owned that was on Avery on the salvage yard that went to the Wisconsin State Crime Lab, is now in storage, is Teresa's vehicle also. Yes. You see, when you're making a movie, you have props, and you have 2 identical vehicles that you use for whatever reason. So, Teresa owned 2 RAV4s. Teresa Marie Hallbach owned 2 RAV4s. Now, whether she knew she owned 2 RAV4s or not, we don't know. Chances are she did not know that she owned the RAV4 that's on the Avery Auto Salvage Yard that ended up in Wisconsin State Crime Lab and processed. She never drove it. But it's hers, but she never drove it. Yeah. What's the odometer reading on that? Anyway, yeah. So it's not one county going to set Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey up, and the other county is going to sabotage it. No, both counties are going to set him up. Both counties didn't know that. Calumet County was set up. Manawha County was set up by the state. Yeah. Yeah. They all thought that that was Teresa's. But then we have the poster being produced the day before. So Kratz had a hand in this. So I don't think the sheriff's department were necessarily in on it. I think it was the state and the prosecution. I think it lands on Kratz, Ballin, and Gahn. Those three men. Maybe, no, Kratz wasn't snookered. He was in on it. No. Manawha County Sheriff's Department, Calumet County Sheriff's Department, you have probable cause to believe that you have been set up by the state and the prosecuting office. Not necessarily you. See? Yeah. Maybe it was Lincoln Colburn too was in on it. They're the ones that planted it. Anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Teresa still has 2 RAV4s. She just owns them both. But Teresa's non-driving vehicle versus Teresa's driving vehicle. She was driving a dark green vehicle. And this morphodite of a vehicle ends up in Adriana Savage. And this was planned way in advance. Way in advance. So somebody bought Teresa Marie Halbach a second vehicle, if not Teresa. Ten years went by. Netflix comes out. Okay. And all the information in Bob Linux Toyota in Green Bay has been purged from the system, conveniently. So they waited until after that information was purged from the system. Whatever. But we know one thing for sure. We know one thing for sure. Kathy, the cashier, yeah, I have to go look that back up. But I think it's Kathy, the cashier, told me over the phone at Luminix Toyota when I called up that Teresa was driving that they sold Teresa a green vehicle. And I doubt seriously they sold her the blue one. Okay? Now, we have a problem. The problem is, you know those little scratch and sniff fucking color chips that they have for Toyota, and you match them up? Well, those chips don't match up with the paint job that's on the fucking vehicle. Okay, the blue one, Rocha Fire Pearl, is the one that fits the chips, but yet they're saying Rocha Fire Pearl on this vehicle is Mr. Teal Mica, and I've been going to Craigslist, auto, for sale, all over the place, and I find very few, but I do find 760 Mr. Teal Micas, and they're fucking blue. But when you go print out Mr. Teal Mica and Toyota's fucking brochure and shit, it's fucking green. Okay? Because I took that. I have gotten other Toyotas, okay, and you match them up, and there's something fucking wrong. Anyway. It all comes down to the bin. Teresa had that bin, but she also had the other bin, the one for the green RAV4. There's 2 RAV4s, still 2 RAV4s, okay? It's just that Teresa owned both of them, and she drove the one, and Stephen A. Brindassi are convicted on the other. Yeah. Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thank you. That bin, that on that firewall, there's those numbers, all right? That's 6 digits. Fuck the rest. That's 6 digits, just like you said. That's the serial number. That number is stamped on the frame or something, right? Also. But the last 6 digits is, in fact, Teresa Marie Hallbuck's. But it's not the only one. Teresa's actual real one, the one she was driving, is over in Manawak County. So, Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey are convicted on the entirely wrong bin. Entirely wrong bin. Entirely wrong vehicle. And somebody took effort. Somebody took effort to take the bumper off and put in an unpainted bumper. Somebody did the effort of knowing that she had green door handles and they replaced the door handles with black door handles. Yes. Teresa owned both vehicles. She drove one. And they planted the other one. I really come down to no other, it's not, no. It's not. That Ben, Obi-Wan Kenobi, showed me on that photo in his link. He was correct. Well, not great. He was correct that that is Teresa's second vehicle. Not Teresa's vehicle. Now we know that it's the second vehicle. Teresa owned 2 vehicles. Teresa probably didn't know she owned 2 vehicles, but she ended up owning 2 vehicles. Why? Well, because what can be manipulated? The State Department of Licensing and Title and all that shit don't know. It's just paperwork coming in. Teresa can own 2 vehicles. So in some type of registry, it's in the State Department of Licensing, State Department of our titles, state registration, you know. Yeah, plates were issued to her, the whole fucking bit. Yeah. Yeah. This is fucking weird, people. We got chameleon fucking paint shit. Hey, have you noticed in those last batch of photos that the bumper turns from fucking dark gray to light gray, depending on the angle? No way. No way. But it does. But here's a couple things. You know the lens? Yeah. The lens on Teresa's vehicle is brand fucking new. The back one. The rear one. Okay. The red one. And the one that's on Avery Auto Salvage Yard, Teresa's other vehicle, is faded out. It's been sun-baked. It's faded out. Like it sat in the same spot for a long fucking time. It was on the sunny side. Anyway. Teresa has 2 vehicles. The one that she was driving, the one that everybody's seen is in Manawak County. The one that nobody's seen, but Teresa still owned anyway, is on Avery Auto Salvage. Really, it just goes down to, that's it. Sure, Teresa owned it. She owned both of them. On paper. Yeah. So, setting Stephen Avery up starts at the fucking Capitol. Right there in Laggin Slagger's office. The Attorney General. Well, this sounds like a case for Chad Spencer Keller. because there's a line here where it goes up into the fucking bureaucracy and the whole fucking bit. Chad, yeah. Take it from there, man. Take it from there. You know more about the upper stratosphere of the fucking political game shit than anybody else. You got books on the damn thing. There's another chapter in your fucking book, dude. The head of the state, if not Governor Doyle himself, or whoever. Anyway, now, the state of Wisconsin, the Attorney General's office, probably has the power to make Teresa Marie Halbach own two vehicle, and she probably didn't know it. Yes. And that Ben report, whatever. But according to the paperwork, a green Toyota RAV4 was taken into impound in association with Teresa Marie Halbach's name, and another RAV4 that listed Teresa Marie Halbach, which is Teresa Marie Halbach, was found on the property. You got two RAV4s. And Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey. Walk! Walk! Walk. Now all we have to do is find the Toyota RAV4 that Teresa did own, that she drove around in. Yeah. Thank you, Obi-Wan Kenobi. I believe, in my opinion, that we locked down the mystery of, we locked down the mystery of the RAV4. Teresa owned them both. One's over in Manawak County, one's over in Wisconsin State Crime Lab. Two RAV4s. There you go. So, Eric Ozay isn't necessarily wrong. Eric Ozay is going on with what he's pleased, what he perceived. I'm going on with what I perceive. And if you would have engaged in me like Obi-Wan Kenobi, got me that photo. The one fucking $88 million fucking photo. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're it, dude. You're it. When you told me that the last four is the only four that count, I knew that. But it's the other ones that should have been in line also, but are not. Or appears to not be. Don't know. Can't say. It's a little bit too fuzzy and foggy for me to actually say. It appears to be, but I don't think they're going to sit there and take this tag, write down the serial number off of that firewall, and they not match. Okay? Open up the hood, and you actually look at it, and you look at that property tag. It's got that picture. That's the other picture. It's going to match what's on that firewall. It has to match what's on that firewall. Okay, it'd be just too goddamn stupid not to. Okay? So I'm going to take that number on that firewall, on that vehicle, the blue one that's in Avery Auto Salvage Yard, that made it to Wisconsin State Crime Lab and probably now in storage, is Teresa's vehicle, but not the one she drove. There you go. Kudos, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Thanks for the photo. Thanks for the tip and the lead, man. Took me a few days to get on it, but I got on it. And that's all we got. I think that solves the mystery. Stephen Avery, Brendan Dassey, our free man.